Huh? What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Overboy and I'm going to be doing my review for the 1990 movie Leatherface, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. So in this movie, Leatherface and his cannibalistic family are stalking this couple who are going on this road trip, and they get lost in the back roads of Texas. So this one was released by New Line. It was the first Texas Chainsaw movie to be done by them after they acquired the rights from Canon. And this one is not a super great movie. I like this one a little bit less every time I watch it. Not necessarily that it's a terrible movie. It's not really bad, but it's not memorable. Like it's pretty forgettable, and the pacing in here is just really not very good. The movie's only an hour and 26 minutes long, and it feels like it drags on for way longer and stuff because the pacing is just so bad. And this movie is not great. It just doesn't have anything special or anything. The cinematography and stuff is fine, I guess. Like that's fine and everything, and it looks good for the most part. Just the characters are not very great. The main character is Michelle, and she's okay, I guess, as far as the final girls in this franchise go. But I don't think she's like really better than Sally or Stretch for sure. I don't think she's even close to as good as Stretch. This movie doesn't really have good continuity with the first two movies. It doesn't really make sense. There's a new family, and really the only ones that are here that are Leatherface and Grandpa. Those are the only ones that are brought back, and I'm pretty sure Grandpa is dead in this one, but I don't really fully remember, to be honest. Really the only person in here that's really that memorable to me is Viggo Morgenson as Tex Sawyer. I think he was pretty good. He's over the top, and you can tell he's having fun with this movie. Not as much fun as someone who was really over the top in the next movie that I'll be talking about, but he's fine in the role and everything. Like I said, you could tell he was having fun. And Ken Foree plays Benny, this guy who kind of gets stuck with Michelle and Ryan and stuff because he crashes his car. He's trying to help them escape from these crazy cannibals. He's pretty good too in here. He's one of the more likable characters, but all in all, none of the characters are really that memorable. They don't stand out or anything. Nothing super special about them, and I don't really like this version of Leatherface. He's not terrible or anything. He just, like with the rest of the movie, he's just kind of bland. He's just kind of there to be there. He doesn't really have much to do in here, and the look of him in this movie is just not very good. I hate the way he looks in this movie. His mask and stuff just looks terrible and everything. I get they were trying to go for a different look and stuff. It just, to me, it looked like he was wearing like roast beef stuff from Arby's on his face. It's what it looked like he was wearing the little roast beef pieces of meat on his face. It doesn't look very good, and everything. Although, just thinking about that kind of makes me want some Arby's now, weirdly. But yeah, this movie is very mediocre, and Now, like I said, every time I watch it, I like it a little bit less. The first time I watched it, I thought it was just okay. The second time, a couple years ago, I thought it was alright. And this time, I had trouble getting through it this time. Knowing how slow paced this is, it's always hard to watch because it's just not very entertaining. The kills are okay in this one if you watch the unrated version. The rated version is pretty neutered because the MPAA was really bad at that time. But the unrated version is okay. I've heard that there's an even better version of it and stuff that's on a Blu-ray that I've never been able to see yet because I only have it on DVD. If I ever find the Blu-ray, maybe I'll end up picking it up if it's not too expensive, because I'm not going to spend a lot of money to get a new copy of this one, because I spent like $20 or $30 just to get the DVD when I got it, because I was trying to get all of the movies in the collection. And it's worth watching if you're a fan of the franchise and you want to see all of them. It's at least worth watching for that and everything. And I can handle watching it if I'm binge watching this franchise and everything. It's just not one that I want to go back to revisit. And if I'm watching a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, this would be one of the last ones I would choose, because I just don't care for the story very much. And like I said, it's nothing terrible or anything like that. It's just forgettable, and to me that's kind of worse than a movie being really bad, you know. So I'd say I'd give Leatherface, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3 a 5 out of 10. It's fine, it does its job, but there are way better movies in the franchise that get the job done way better. So anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of this movie, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.